This is so funny. Yes, it is. Okay, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about something else, maybe photography. You know, knowing how to blow your mind with a great picture is actually important, because if you don't know how to blow your mind with a great picture, well, your mind will not be blown by any picture for that matter. And that is a problem. But to me, this doesn't really matter, because what matters is the why. Why are we excited about certain things in photography? Why are we pulled in to take picture of something that maybe we are seeing for the first time? I mean, why are we, what is the motivation? And this is exactly the best part, the motivation of doing anything with our camera. And this is why I created a new channel, which is this one, episode number 1. And you are witnessing the birth of this new channel, which I decided to call Half-Light. No, Half-Life is a game. This is Half-Light. Yeah, Half-Light. And you see, there is this interesting misconception, commonplace, which says that a great picture should have a great story behind it, some profound message. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't believe in that. If you have a story, that's great, but what's a lot more important than this message and story is the motivation. Because if you have a motivation, motivation adds feelings to your message, because motivation adds feelings, emotions to your pictures.
So here is an example. This is one of my favorite spots where I come very, very often. And I mean, I came here so many times and I took hundreds of pictures. And you know, every time I come here, I keep asking why am I here again? And that's a very interesting question, because there's something that draws me here. Every season is different, every day is different, you know, part of the day is different. It just gives you a different vibe. So yeah, it's all about why. And you know, why do I want to repeat these pictures? Why do I want to go, you know, low angle? Why do I want to zoom in particular scenes? This is the really interesting part of my vision of photography.
And when I view your pictures, I won't be experiencing the same feelings, motivations, but there will be something that sparks something else, a different kind of, maybe similar, but nevertheless different feelings. And that's what we're talking about here. This is what channeling the creativity through us means, because we are channeling that. We're chasing something we don't understand actually. And I think the creative expression art is about trying to explain the unexplainable. We're trying to give our version of explanation of things around us, of the vision of our vision of the world, even when we know that the explanation will never arrive, but we keep trying. And that repetitive process is what ends up in a piece of art, and photography is a perfect example for that. Okay, so why I created this new channel when there's like hundreds, if not thousands, of photography channels out there? And you know what? I follow a number of them, and I learned a great deal from many of them. And even if I don't necessarily learn something new from a particular video, they still inspire me. And I think this is the important part here. I mean, yes, we learn all the time, but ultimately, when you reach a point where you learned how to handle your camera, you learned, enough so you can use your Lightroom and Photoshop. And then what's next? The next is exploration. The next is inspiration. I'm hoping to inspire you, and I invite you to inspire me. And in a lot of these videos, oh my God, there's this dude, and the camera is set up, positioned perfectly to take the picture, and he's like, okay, you see, here's the tree, here's the cloud, like there's 3 millimeters between, but look at the lights, they're coming in, there's the lights here, and look at the ground and the rock. And what I'm thinking, I'm like, dude, what the heck are you talking about? What are you doing? I mean, you haven't even taken the picture and you are already explaining what's behind.
And just to clarify, I have huge respect for everyone and anyone who shares their creativity and they want to teach something, and including those dudes that I was talking about in my video who kind of explain their shots. No worries, we all do our things, and my point is I just believe in a different approach, and that is what I'm going to pursuing. So now back to me.
And you know what? It doesn't matter. This is upside down. This is completely backward. We basically eliminate the journey from the whole picture. I look at a picture that I took, a picture that I like. What excites me is not really the sight of the picture. What brings me joy is the knowledge, knowing what I went through to make that picture what it is. That's the important part. And when you look at a picture, you will not have the same experience because you weren't there. But if the picture is good, you will have some sort of experience. Maybe you will be thinking, oh boy, I wish I was there, or maybe you're thinking, oh, this reminds me of that, trip from 20 years ago. You see, there's the emotion, you kind of have your imaginary motivation behind the picture that I took. Who cares about a story? It's my story. It's my personal, private story. And maybe it is really private and I don't want to share, but there's the motivation, which is maybe imaginary, but heck, there is a motivation. And this is what this channel is about, this philosophy. In this channel, I will be doing some talking heads like this, not too much, but hopefully it will resonate with you. But I'll be doing some editing, maybe for the first time, and I won't be asking the question, okay, how do I make this picture pop, or how do I increase the contrast in this picture? No, I will be asking, why do I feel that this picture needs more punch? Why do I feel that this picture should be maybe blurry or black and white? So this is going to be a why channel mostly. And no, how is not a dirty word here. I mean, how is still important. We're still going to be covering some stuff because ultimately you need to know how to, make your picture the way you want it to be. I mean, there is value in how. You see, in art, I think when you create something, whatever feeds that artistic space you operate in should be allowed. And this is, of course, provided that it is legal, that it doesn't go against, values of your community, your country, your family, your pet, or whatever. It's just, common sense, but everything that fits into that framework of what is allowed should be allowed in art too. And just experiment. I mean, who cares? Crank up that slider, change that setting, do crazy stuff, because otherwise you just won't know, how things work and what will happen. And maybe that will result in your best picture ever. Keep trying, to give your explanation of how you see the world, even if you will never succeed in that. But the fun part is the journey. And this is what I want to focus on. The journey. Why are we taking that journey? What is so fun about it, Okay, I know it's a long shot, but please, if you're still with me, subscribe. that will mean the world to me. Give this channel a chance. I promise you there will be lots of very different videos, some of these talking heads, some of the editing ones, first time editing. Some of the editing will be premeditated, which I've done before, and I want to share those with you. And there will be on-site videos too, but everything will be packaged in this why philosophy. So if you like this particular video, then, well, like it, share it, and add your comments down below, because I really want to hear your thoughts on, how crazy am I to kind of talk about these things. And I'll take it if you think I am. But hey, I mean, we all do something. If the fact that we are in photography means that we are pursuing a form of art that is so absolutely amazing, and we are trying. I'm trying, and thank you for watching this video. I really, really appreciate you being here. I appreciate you spending your time on this video, and please come back again. Thank you so much, and see you next time. Now go ahead and break some rules, because that's what I do all the time. See you next time. Bye.